Hello, my dears. Today is the 17th of September, which is my brother's 54th birthday. Happy birthday, dear brother. And also over the weekend, it was my eldest nephew's unbirthday. Actually, it was my sister's birthday, but when she died, we gave it to our nephew because his birthday is on the 1st of January. So there we go. Anyway, lots to get through today, and I'm going to start with the first question from Ryan Hennessy Saunders in Farnborough. And he says, if you had a Tardis for a day, where would you go and why? Well, first of all, how long is a day in the Tardis? For example, he could leave today at 10 o'clock and come back today at 10 o'clock. But he could have been away 7 years. No, all right, but on a more serious note, yes. In my family, there's been lots of discussions about what happened, where and why, and when. There's a bit of a muddle, really. We don't really know fully. And so it would be nice to go back in time to certain spots in the family history and sort of be a fly on the wall to see what actually happened and why certain things happened. For example, my mother's parents eloped to Epsom in February 1938, so that's just over 80 years ago. Now, eloping sounds very romantic, but I'm sure there was some emotion there as well, and so it would be interesting to know what the true circumstances were rather than the gossip. And likewise, I'd like to take as many people as I can to go and visit the moon, because I witnessed an eclipse in Newmarket, Cambridge, many years ago, and the first thing I noticed was how cold the area became and silent. There were no birds, there were no animals, no dogs barking, for example, just absolute silence and very, very cold. And it was a partial eclipse, so I suddenly became aware of the isolation of our planet in space. And that fascinated me. So I would like to go onto the moon and look back at our beautiful, beautiful planet and get as many people to join me. So I would hope then their view of planet Earth will be very different and they would start looking after it. That's answer that. Thank you very much, Ryan. Jenny from Iowa, you have a wonderful voice. What have you done to develop your voice? Well, I can honestly tell you I'm not aware what I've done. It's just what came with the package. I did a lot of singing in my youth, and I was a town crier for a while, and also, of course, speaking forth in thunderous tones on the stage helps you develop a voice, and use of diaphragm, etc. So maybe that's what it is. As to what some people call my cultured tones, I can assure you I have no control over that at all. I mentioned my brother before and my sister. We and Penny, of course, we were three completely different peas in the pod, both physically, emotionally, politically, so I don't know. Came along with the package. Right, John of Dundee asks, why am I ignoring Scotland? I assure you I am not ignoring Scotland. I just haven't had opportunities to go there recently. But I am planning on taking my shows to the Edinburgh Fringe either next year or in 2020. So I shall be visiting a lot of you then, hopefully. And who we got here? Kira from Ontario, that's Canada. Hello, Canada. She said, my friends, enjoy your vlogs. We always learn something. Can you teach us something we might not know? Curious statement, because I have no idea what you might not know. To be honest, very often I just say things and I'm not aware that I've informed people. But if I had to choose something, what shall I pick today? Well, we're September going into October, so it's the time in the UK in particular we get all sorts of bugs and viruses And going back to my biology days, I hope Mrs. Yule, my biology teacher, forgives me if I get this wrong, but my understanding is you can't really cure a virus. It has to run its course, and so the only medication you can have is palliative care. So just tuck yourself up, or I have Lemsip. I'm not sure what equivalents are across the world, but Lemsip does it for me. Hot water and honey, and just tuck myself up and let it sweat out. I hope that's something that helps you. Anyway, I have to move on because time is money, as my agent would say. But I would like you to know there's a lot of people who've been asking if I'm going to do a live broadcast or podcast at some point. And that's in its planning stages, but it will be coming soon. Anyway, enjoy your days for now, and I'll just say toodle pip. Speak to you again very soon. Bye.